I've known Kok Song for about 40 years. We are not just friends, but we were also colleagues at the GIC. Well, he's a wonderful person. He's a true friend. Importantly, I think he has a heart of gold for people. He's a compassionate person. Of course, his work in reserve management is probably well known, but it's probably worth repeating. He was probably the first investment officer decided that the reserve had to be managed by Dr. Goh Keng Swee. And he just grew from there. So it was in the MES days then, and then in the formative days of GIC, and then on to GIC itself. And as you heard from him, he's quite a while Chief Investment Officer of GIC. Now, what is particularly important, aside from the fact that reserves grew very well during the period of his tenure, managing the reserves of the country, is that GIC and the Sovereign Wealth Fund became very well known in the world. We had a very positive reputation. Now that's very important in the investment business. Your opportunities are enlarged. So not only was the company better known, his reputation grew too.
So I heard through the grapevine that there's been a development in our presidential election, and then I heard about his background and I read up a little bit about Kok Song's background, and it really piqued my interest. So I've decided to support him, and I'm just very impressed with his credentials and his experience and his willingness to serve and his passion. And I feel that having a very healthy reserves is very important for Singapore. And he has done that. He has helped us build up the reserves. And when I talk with my overseas friends, we're always joking that Singapore Island is sinking. Why is it sinking? Because we have too much money. So this is a joke. But joking aside, having a healthy reserves is important because I have kids too. So knowing that my kids are growing up in a stable, financially strong Singapore, that makes me feel good. That is why I really support Kok Song.
Because things have changed and Singapore has moved more into finance, and so has he. But I would say that the starting point for all of us was looking at how law and development and economics all came together to make Singapore what it is today. In a sense, as I say, he's a mentor of mine, and I lost another close mentor 2 weeks ago. So I just felt an obligation to both my old mentor as well as Mr. Ng to come and say something as well.